The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Washington Commanders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense. We give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now, this defense for the Commanders, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. That's taken in by Dulcich. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll run with Boone here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. 3rd down now to follow.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Xander.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk.
Yes, sir.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trade in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Montez Sweat with a tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Lawrence. Got his man. It's Dulcich. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. Same connection, Dulcich once again. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And it's no good. Elliott pulled it.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. out to Harris to begin the drive. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Jesus Christ.
2nd and 9 now. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw.
Oh, bullshit. You was a lie. Get the hell out of here. Where that bad run ball was passed so bad.
Get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, man, that ball was passed horribly.
Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, come on.
Complete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that with no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, and obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Give me that shit. Let's go.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed and steady. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Oh, yeah, come on now.
Just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And they run with Harris off the option. And he'll be brought down, looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 16. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
There it is.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, they're faking people out. The back slipping out there, catching the football. Then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
An option handoff given to Harris.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw.
Oh, where the fumble at? Come on now.
Just outside of the
Come on, where the fumble at?
6-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Here we go.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Harris running straight ahead.
Yeah, good tackle.
Down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2
Good
in the play.
Good tackle.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. To the end zone.
He would have picked it. My man. I stopped.
They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Our kicker is like,
Boswell's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
He can't be. He really be amazing.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, my God.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
My bad, Lawrence. My bad, Lawrence.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Lawrence will throw.
That's picked.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he's going to be taken down.
Come on, man. This dude is still trying to throw.
Buried by
out of a sack. Come on, man. Put the ball on the ground.
Adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20 plus. Big time sack to start the drive. And put the
man, that ball should have been in on the dirty, bro. Come on.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll set up a throw. Inside, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
You know it's coming.
It'll go as an
You
impressive
know it's coming.
31-yard gain. Harris not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Here's the option going right.
I swear.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only about the 4. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Oh, bullshit. I could, well, D-line shot. Come on, bro.
A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
This field goal, throwing interceptions.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
I swear, bro.
Yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The Jaguars at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind.
First down.
So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
They'll go with Boone.
It'll
be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
One. Bang. Yes, sir. There we go. There we go.
Got it back to within a score.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get. It was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
There we go. That's more speed right there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Get off your man.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Okay, ready?
They go play action here on first down. That caught by Tremble. And he'll be tackled on the other side of the field at the 46-yard line.
Come on now.
Another timeout called for
That
by
boy
the
got
offense.
crushed.
As the clock will stop with
Come on,
45
man.
seconds to go in the
Hold
first
on that
half.
damn ball. That ball is on the ground.
Ready, ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Give me that. Let's go.
Coverage and intercepted.
Hey, give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Yo.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Every play he came before. You know he's coming.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
And he's going to take this
Not
one
that
up
ball
only
go,
about
bro.
the 44-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And they're going to take a timeout defensively.
Really, man? I got that off, bro.
Up, they go ahead and
I got that shit off.
say we'll see what happens.
I got that shit off, bro. They playing.
Here's Tress Way now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Perfect time. He gonna run that.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes that all deep in
Give me
his
that
own
ball.
territory.
Give me it,
Goes
dog.
up the
Get in there, boy.
And he
Uh-huh. I know you saw this, bro. That's what we needed, bro. Lead it down. Let's go. Let's go. Scoopies.
Elliott on for the extra point.
They don't call me his kid, maybe. Nigga. Hell yeah, bro.
And that makes it 14-10. So we
Let
reach
me go and kick that in the air, homie.
as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Randy Gordon. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Taking in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made
right get another one
at the 25-yard line.
God dang. Here we go.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first
yes, sir. Good play, good play.
Game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
19 right. Warriors 17. 50 Maverick. 50 Maverick.
Second and 11. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32.
I thought he was doing something different. Part of me was hoping he wouldn't be obvious.
When they hit him during the game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Oh, he missed it. He missed it. Oh.
All the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way down.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4
yards
on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and he will take it in.
God, oh, bro. I swear.
Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, and to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now 17-14.
You deserve to lose this game, bro. Oh, man. You done forced every turnover and over, man.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Okay. We need to get some shit rolling, man.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key.
Oh,
they don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground, but this time it's
come on.
Down after a gain of 3.
Oh, he overshot. Come on,
third
man.
down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
This is Chenault on the receiving end. And some space here.
Good shit.
Before he takes it inside the 40. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. That's how you draw up the run pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. The receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly. It allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
A first down carry.
No, just go
And
down.
they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Good God
Certainly
almighty.
a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's brought in by
Oh.
and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up to throw. That swung out wide to Harris. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 3rd down, here's Harris.
Wow.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 69 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Your timing, buddy. Your timing. Timing's not where it needs to be.
1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris.
Man, your timing is off,
about
dude.
the 16.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
18
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Great.
It's caught at the 7-yard line.
That's decent.
Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Commanders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point.
Okay.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
What are we going to do?
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Ooh, you snuck that right.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Inside give to Elliott.
What else, bro? What else? What else, bro? Get out of here with that, bro.
A little more than a yard. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage. And just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Let's go, you know, live on the edge, bro. Live on the edge.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Well, I hope that's something for your hair. Girl, I'm about to say, Lord Jesus. If that was perfume, bro, it's a wrap.
They stay on the ground again.
Well, I thought that was, well, I thought you spraying perfume. I was like, damn, bro.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
Oh, boy, y'all joking, bro. I swear to
Here
God.
as he's taken down at the 22. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Wow. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Give your superstar the ball, continue to
Second on everything.
Overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang up to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done. This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes,
7 times
you're
I
able
done
to hit a
seen
receiver
you go for the ball,
and he can pick up a
either
lot
time
of
you
yardage
have
after
any
the
power
catch. But in this
whatsoever to
situation,
get the ball.
the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Look at what I did. What I did. What I did. No heart. Look at it. Engaging. No heart. Nobody come up.
And the Commanders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
We got a lot of user games.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next
drive.
drive.
Quality drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. 10th carry now.
Wow, bro. 61 when you get handled, homie.
As he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
You gonna be on my offensive line, man.
It brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on
Almost
this play to
like a
move the
block.
sticks.
It's all staffing. That's. There we go. Okay, never mind.
From the gun,
I know
3rd
why.
down, Lawrence.
Staffing.
Throwing the out route and
That's what
complete.
made my
That's
team
Grant.
solid.
And he'll go
My
out near
staff.
midfield at the 49.
Okay.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any
Have a good
big
night at
plays
work, T.
now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes
Yes,
when you're
all
trying to
stacking.
get
Okay.
bigger plays,
Okay.
you don't react
All
as
right.
fast as you should on other throws.
All right.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs.
Yeah, staffing is everything.
He takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense so far on third down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Come on, set.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco.
I telegraphed the hell out of that pass. That should have been picked before it left my hand.
2 minutes to go.
And we got another injury. Yeah, we done.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
On the give, this is Harris.
Hey, bro. Boy, if y'all don't sit down some damn way with this bullshit, boy, Najee Harris down there 30 carries for 100 yards. Come on, y'all. Come on, man. Come on.
In the fourth quarter, this is when coaches have
Come on,
man. Running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
They love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be in here. We're going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
If this was any indication right here, well, you better go ahead and drop me 30 seconds. And then give me some CPUs and shit.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Well, this feel like I'm moving fast enough for me. There goes.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. It's a game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half. Which led them to victory.
Yeah, you need to look at this. You need to look at the stadium. You look at the stadium. You need to call your mama. You do a lot of things. Because that right there was not it. Get your timing back, bro. That ass was real. We get ready to go straight over here to this staffing.